It's Tuesday, it's 2 o'clock, and it's time for another Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Each week, I come on talking about a different topic relating to executive career management. Today is number 149th episode. So I'm getting very close to 150 next week. Yay, we're getting to 150. So today's topic is I ignore calls from executive recruiters. Think about it. I ignore calls from executive recruiters. Don't. DONT. That is a huge, like a massive career mistake. There are few mistakes you need to do in career management, but this is like the Goliath of career mistakes. Never ever miss out on an opportunity to open dialogue, have a conversation with an executive recruiter. It's like gold. They can manage your career. They can help you steer your career along. And there is a reason why they are reaching out to you. They're not just going to pick up the phone and just give you a call and say, "Oh, hi Martin, how are you doing today?" Their day is just as busy as yours or mine. They have a very short time. They have a lot of projects, which is recruitment projects, and they have to get through them and they have to find that talent pool. So one of the reason or the main reason why they're contacting you is they found you either on their database. So you should be on an executive recruiting firm's database, or they found you on LinkedIn, and you should have a fully complete LinkedIn profile. Therefore, you're going to be found a lot more, or somebody has referred you to them. So make sure you never ever turn down an opportunity to have a conversation, have a chat, open dialogue with an executive recruiter. They are opening up a conversation. They put their time and effort into finding your telephone number and calling you about an opportunity they have. That opportunity is probably very close to your skill set, your function, your industry, and your skills. And they want to have a chat with you about putting you in the talent pool. Nothing guaranteed that you're going to find, they're going to find you as the perfect candidate, but you are one of the candidate pools that in that pool that they want to chat to, do their due diligence, their research before narrowing it down to an executive, to the last numbers, maybe 5 or 6 or 10, and then they decrease it even further before they hand it to their client. So if anybody's got any conversation or comments or anything, I'm more than happy to answer them. Please put them in the comments section. So there is a reason why they contacted you. They've taken the time because they've heard about you for some reason, and through one of their channels, multiple channels, and they want to have a conversation with you. So they're probably going to ask you, sometimes they don't even mention the company name because a lot of executive searches are done in confidence. Perhaps the person who's already the incumbent, who's already there, doesn't know he or she is going to be replaced. And that happens a lot. So they're not at liberty to mention the company. They can give you a brief outline of probably the industry and the roles and responsibilities, and then they will maybe ask you for your resume. So that brings me up onto another topic: is your resume up to date? So somebody's come in on with a comment here. Is that door open? Aldo, yes, the door is always open for you, Aldo, and it's always open for everybody. And the door to executive recruiter can take a little bit of getting used to. You can't just pick up the phone and give an executive recruiter like they do in reverse to you. You have to build a relationship. So they're probably going to discuss a potential recruitment with you. And then you don't say yes or no straight away. Mull it over, think about it, discuss it with maybe your spouse or your career coach, if you have one, or somebody else who's very close to you, and make that decision within tell the recruiter, oh, I'm going to make a decision within 24 or 48 hours. And then you will then make go into the talent pool if you say yes. So if you say yes, then they have to continue their work and build that talent pool. So it's not going to happen overnight. It takes a little while to build that talent pool. You may be one of the first, and then hopefully you will be in the last, say, 10 or 15 who will start doing the more intense interviews with, rather than just the call that you've just received. If you don't want that job, be open, be honest. You're not going to lose anything. The benefit of an executive recruiter calling you is started a relationship with them. They have sourced you. So the trick in executive career management, which I teach endlessly, and in fact, I'm going to do a webinar very shortly to a business school on relationship management in career management this afternoon. And so you need to retain that relationship. So be open. Say no. I don't think it's quite for me, or it's not. I'm not the right time in my career, or I'm happy where I am. I don't want to move right now. But leave that door open, as Aldo says in his notice to me. So he's got another comment here. Do your research about the offer compared to the market. Yes. So you might not know the compensation or the offer, but just do your research compared to that offer that the basics they're going to give you, because sometimes they're at liberty, they can't tell you everything about that particular job, especially if it's confidential. So be open, be honest, and tell them that job is not for you at that particular moment. But the way to get into there to get extra brownie points with an executive recruiter is to recommend somebody. So one of your ex-colleagues, somebody lateral to you, somebody at the competition pretty well, might be open to that particular job. So if you can feed them some names, that really helps you fortify that relationship with an executive recruiter. It could be somebody from your university alumni that you meet at an alumni meeting, or something else. So think about referring somebody. So Aldo's got another question here. I used to get them feedback about my resume and skill set required for that position. Yes, that's a good idea. If you can get them into that mode, they sometimes are willing to give you a conversation on your resume and talk a little bit more. But get them into dialogue, but don't waste too much time, and never pester them either. So, it's all about the relationship management. So recommend somebody, a colleague, somebody at the competition that an acquaintance, or somebody from your alumni. But the key, what I want to drive home today in this Tuesdays at 2 is never, ever, ever not pick up a call and have a dialogue with an executive recruiter. Because a year down the road, 18 months down the road, 2 years, 3 years, they will have another job that probably fits your skill set 120%, 100%, and they want to put you in that talent pool again. So what you do, it's all about nurturing and keeping that relationship alive. So don't just think, oh, I'm going to pick up the phone when it's my time to go into job search, and that executive recruiter will want to speak to me. Probably not. But you need to keep that relationship going. So you get their email, and every 6 months or so, send them a story, an accomplishment-driven story, or built around a project that you've been completing, assigned to, and build that relationship and tell them, I'm not on an active job search. However, I'm just maintaining my relationship with you. Here is what I've done at ABC company in the last 6 months. And then about twice a year, email them And the best time to network with an executive recruiter in person, if they are willing to, and some are, some aren't. You can do it during the summer when it's a little bit less, and in December prior to the season, the holiday season. So think about building that relationship, but don't. It's a cardinal sin. Drives me wild when people say that they had a call and they turned it down. They didn't even pick it up, or just said, no, I'm not in the market right now. A, it's not courteous, and B, that is a very, very huge, a large mistake in your career management. So a recruiter, an executive recruiter, can play a vital role in your overall career management. So this job you might not want today, but closer to Christmas or middle of next year, another job comes up and it might be more perfect for you, or you might be in a different position. There may be rumblings at your work that it's a bit unstable. So you decide, perhaps I should look round for another opportunity. And opportunities are abundant today. So there are many, many opportunities available for you. Doesn't matter what function, industry level you're in, available for you. Geography doesn't matter for you right now. So take advantage of an executive recruiter and build relationships with multiple executive recruiters in your area of expertise or in your industry. So hopefully that helps you. Anybody got any other comments today? Thanks, Aldo, for your participation. Anybody got any other comments talking about executive recruiters or anything to do with career management? Because it's very, very important that you manage your career, you manage your finances, and now you need to manage your career. Very, very important. So the career helps you generate those finances, and then you can give more money and you can retire earlier and you can be happier. There's a long list of stuff that career management helps you with. So unless there's any other questions, I will wrap it up. I will be back here next Tuesday at 2. I don't know what I'm talking about next week because I've run out of my my topics for this year. So what I'm going to do this week, I will create another year's worth of topics, so they'll be ready. But if anybody's got any topics they would like me to present on, I'm more than happy. Just email me. My email is, let me see if I can get it up here. Where are we? Yeah, there's my email, martin@aneliteresume.com. martin@aneliteresume.com. And if you want me to present on the topic to do with Tuesdays at 2, I'm going to be building maybe 40 next Tuesdays at 2 in the next week or so. So tell me that you want me to present on that, and I will put it in the calendar for you, for me to talk about what the topic that's on your mind you want help with, and me to unravel and help you with. So that just about wraps it up for today. But manage your career. Do something this week, just something little to manage your career. Go on LinkedIn, post something, make sure, a comment on something, or share something. Build your brand. So there again, that an executive recruiter, when they're building that talent pool, can find you. You don't want a very vacant LinkedIn profile. You want a fully complete profile. So hopefully you've got something from today about executive recruiters. There's no mystique about them. They can bring huge value to you, but you need to nurture that relationship and retain that relationship. Never let it go until the day you retire. So hopefully that's helped you with talking about executive recruiters and how they can play a role in your career management. I will see you next week for another Tuesdays at 2. Thanks for tuning in. And anybody who wants a free, no obligation resume critique or a LinkedIn audit, please send it to the address there. Free resume critique or LinkedIn audit. I'm more than happy to give that to you. And I will spend 30 minutes of my time on Zoom going through your resume, your CV from top to bottom, or your LinkedIn from top to bottom, because so many people don't know what a resume, CV, or your LinkedIn should be fully complete. And then also, if you want some more information, a multitude of videos, over 500 now, on my YouTube channel. So please do me a favor. If you go to my YouTube channel, Martin Buckland, and press the subscribe button and the bell button, where you will be notified of future videos. There's 2 videos released each week, and I'm just about to shoot some more. So yeah, and if anybody got the Tuesdays at 2, I'm more than happy to do a video Tuesdays at 2 specifically for your question. So I will see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great week. Another Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday.